I'm Randy and I make candy, and tonight I'm making sea salt chocolate caramels. Stick around. Greetings, my confectionery compadres, and welcome to Randy Makes Candy, where I help you make tasty treats that people love to eat. Tonight's recipe is a minor variation of one I found in my favorite caramel book by Sandy Arevalo. Her recipe is for straight chocolate caramels, but I wanted to give it a little sea salt zing, so that's what we're going to do. As always, I'd love to hear about your results if you decide to make your own sea salt chocolate caramels, as well as suggestions for other recipes you'd like to see in future videos. For this recipe, I'm using 1 1/4 cups of heavy cream, 3/4 of a cup of chocolate chips, 2/3 of a cup of light corn syrup, 1 1/4 cups of sugar, 1/3 cup of butter, and 1/4 tablespoon of sea salt. I'm also using an 8x8 pan, some parchment, a large saucepan, a spatula, a candy thermometer, and a cutting board. Okay, let's make some candy. Line the 8x8 pan. In a large saucepan over medium heat, combine the cream and chocolate chips. Stir until the chocolate is completely melted. I started to get a little worried here as this doesn't look like near enough chocolate. Oh me of little faith, I should know better than to question Sandy Arevalo. This is perfect. Add the corn syrup, and sugar. Bring the mixture to a boil, stirring constantly. Add a thermometer to the saucepan and continue to stir until it reaches 248 degrees Fahrenheit, adjusted for altitude. Remove the pan from the heat. Then quickly stir in the butter and salt. Stir until the butter is completely incorporated. Take your time here. If you start out too strong, you're going to splash hot butter everywhere and risk a serious scald. Be firm, but be careful. There's no reason to hurry. Just keep stirring until the butter is completely incorporated. And while you're at it, take a moment to appreciate how gorgeous this is. The color, the texture, the way it moves around the pan. Once the butter's completely mixed in, pour the mixture into the 8x8 pan and leave it on the counter to cool at least 8 hours. Remove it from the pan and cut it into whatever size pieces you'd like. Cut some parchment or wax paper into an appropriate size for your pieces and wrap them up. Okay, let's have a taste. Slancheva. Oh my Lanta. This is amazing. I'm using Calabat chocolate like I always do, but the chocolate flavor is somehow stronger. Maybe it's the salt, I don't know, but this is definitely going on my favorites list. In fact, you could add a touch of orange extract and this could be a gourmet Tootsie Roll. I'll tell you what, compadres, you really ought to try these. If you enjoyed your time here in the Candy Kitchen, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you'll join me next time. In fact, add a touch of orange extract.